Namaskar and welcome to eLearners Hub. This is the ASP.NET series. In this video, we will see how to create a database in Microsoft SQL Server 2012. So in the last video, we saw how to install Microsoft SQL Server 2012. In this video, we'll see how to create a database. To create a database, we need SQL Server Management Studio. So after you install SQL Server, you will see the SQL Server Management Studio. So this is the package from where we will work with the database. The SQL Server 2012 Management Studio is starting. This is the dashboard of SQL Server 2012 Management Studio. So the application has opened. You will see the very first window connect to server, wherein you will see what is the server type. So we are using the database engine. So the database engine allows you to deal with the databases. Then the server name. So this is nothing but the name of your computer that is taken automatically when you install the SQL Server. Then this is the authentication mode, how you are going to authenticate, how the SQL Server will authenticate the user. So there are usually two authentication modes, the SQL Server authentication and Windows authentication. The SQL Server authentication, if you select SQL Server authentication, then you need the login name and password from the SQL Server. So you need to create a username and password in SQL Server so that you will be able to use this authentication mode. Otherwise, we use Windows authentication. Now what Windows authentication means is it will utilize the username and password that is assigned to your operating system, that is the Windows operating system that is installed on your machine. So automatically it will log in into the SQL Server 2012. So you don't have to enter any username or password here, because it will automatically allow you to access the database and the database server. So we'll click on connect. So on the left side you will see the Object Explorer. So there are various folders here that deal with various aspects of databases. So we are going to work with the database folder that will be used to create a database. So there are default databases that are already there in SQL Server. So real report server temp. So these are all the databases that are already there. You also have system databases. So these are the four databases that you will always see in any SQL Server database. So now we will create a database here. So for creating a database, you click on the databases on the left side, then right click on it and click on new database. So this will open the database dialog. So this is a new database dialog box. So here you need to provide a database name. So here in this case I will create a database of say school. We'll create a database for school. This is the database name and click on OK. When you create a database, it creates two files. One is the database file and one is the log file. So here you can see these are the two files that are created. But here you will see only one, that is the database school. And when you expand this, you will see various folders within this again. So again, these folders are used for various purposes. But right now we will see how to create a table in the database. So a database is created. Now we will see how to create a table. So you can have as many tables as you want. So I'll just right click on tables and click on new table here. So when you click on new table, you will see this dashboard. So wherein you have the column name, data type, allow nulls. So now I create various columns for the database. So student ID. Now the student ID, what will be the data type for student ID? So there are many data types that are available here. Now we will select numeric, and you can also restrict the number of characters in this column. So we'll have 4 numbers, whether you want to allow nulls or not. So for now I'll select allow nulls, don't allow nulls. So if you check this, it will allow null. If you uncheck this, it will not allow the null entry. Then the student name. Now the student name will be a character. So here we select the data type as varchar. Again, nulls are not allowed. Then you will take the address. Now the address is also a varchar. Just uncheck this. And now we'll save this file. You can save the file using Ctrl S, or you can click here on the save button. So click on the save button. It will ask you for the table name. So I'll say student master. So this is the name of the file, name of the table, and click on OK. So once the table is created, you can view the table name here under table. So this is the table that appears. So you can, now the table has been created. Now we need to enter the data into this table. So you can right click on this table name and click on edit top 200 rows. And you can enter your data that you want to add. So now what happens if you enter a null record? So it will show you an error that no row was updated. So row 2 was not committed, that it cannot be completed. You cannot insert the value null into the column student name. So we have cancelled the null. We don't want to allow the user to enter null. Okay, so we have these 2 records in our table now. Just save this. Close this. Now in case if you want to add a new column, so you can right click again on the table name and click on design. And here you see the table schema. So the student name, student ID, name and address. So if you want to add any more column, you can just go and add the column name. So the data type, you can select what data type you want. The column width, so 10 rows, and just save. Now here we have already added some records in the table, and if you want to remove, if you don't want to allow the nulls, then in this case it will show you an error that you cannot add a empty, or you cannot add an empty column to the existing table. So in that case we have to allow nulls here, so that can be changed later on. So here if you allow nulls, then the column name will be accepted. So if you don't have any data in your table, and if you are adding a new column without nulls, or without nulls, then it accepts the column. Otherwise you have to keep it checked, and later on you can change it. So this is how we create a database and a table within the database. So I hope you like the video. You can try creating a database and a table in SQL Server. So see you all in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, please click on the like button and share your views and suggestions with us by writing in the comment section, and also encourage us by clicking on the subscribe button. Do not forget to click on the alert bell so that you don't miss our upcoming videos uploaded on our channel. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and take care. Goodbye.